Hey history lovers, welcome back to Mythologies and Histories. Today we're diving deep into the spookier side of Egyptian mythology. That's right, forget about Tinder matches and student loan payments. We're talking about something truly terrifying, the afterlife. We're about to explore what happens to your soul after it punches its one-way ticket to the underworld, including a fun little ritual where a god literally weighs your heart to see if you're worthy. Spoiler alert, if you're not, you get fed to a monster. So grab your snacks, preferably not something heart-shaped, hit that subscribe button, and let's get into the weird and wonderful journey through the Duat. So, you've just died. Congratulations. But before you start haunting your ex or worrying about who gets your Netflix password, your soul, KA, has a much bigger problem. Navigating the Duat, a shadowy labyrinth filled with demons, traps, and tests, scarier than your final exams. Egyptologist Geraldine Pinch notes that the Duat wasn't just some fiery pit of punishment. Instead, it was a realm of transformation where the soul could be reborn. You see, the Egyptians weren't just about doom and gloom. They had a dash of optimism. Kind of like saying, hey, if you can survive all these obstacles, you might get a second chance at life. But if not, well, enjoy getting eaten by a snake with 3 heads. To help you survive, the ancient Egyptians created the Book of the Dead. It wasn't exactly light reading material. Imagine carrying around an encyclopedia, except instead of Wikipedia facts, it's full of spells to stop you from being turned into a kebab by a fire demon. Now, you won't be going on this journey alone. Think of it like an Egyptian Uber, except instead of a friendly driver named Dave, you get Anubis, the god with the head of a jackal. Anubis was the ancient equivalent of a bouncer, making sure you didn't sneak into paradise without an invite. According to the Oxford Encyclopedia of Ancient Egypt, Anubis was believed to watch over the deceased, ensuring their safe passage. Kind of like your mom checking if you're still alive when you haven't called in 3 days. Once you pass Anubis's vibe check, it's on to Osiris, the god of the dead. He's basically the CEO of the afterlife, with a resume that includes getting chopped up by his brother and pieced back together by his wife and Iafet. You know, just your typical family drama. But hey, it earned him the role of underworld ruler, so maybe getting betrayed by your sibling isn't all bad. And then there's Maat, goddess of truth and cosmic order. She's like that one friend who judges you when you say you've only had a couple drinks, even though your heart says otherwise. According to Egyptian myth, without Maat, the universe would descend into chaos, kind of like leaving a toddler alone with a permanent marker. Alright, here's where things get really awkward, the infamous weighing of the heart ceremony. Picture this. You're standing in the Hall of Two Truths, sweating more than a first date, while Anubis weighs your heart against a feather. Yes, you heard that right. A feather. If your heart is heavier because you've been up to some shady stuff, you're in trouble. The ancient papyrus of Ani describes this process in detail. And if you fail the test, enter Ammit, the ancient Egyptian equivalent of a waste disposal unit, except she's part lion, part crocodile, and part hippo. Imagine a creature with the hangry energy of someone who's been waiting in line at the DMV for hours. Egyptologist Richard Wilkinson put it bluntly. The idea that one's moral conduct in life could affect their fate and death was a powerful motivator for ethical behavior. So basically, be good or get eaten. There's your moral lesson for today. Now, if you were rich or important, or both, you'd get yourself a copy of the Book of the Dead tucked in your tomb. Think of it as the ancient equivalent of downloading cheat codes. One of the most famous spells, Spell 125, involves the negative confession, where you say things like, I have not committed murder, I have not stolen, I have not double-dipped at a party. Well, maybe not that last one, but you get the idea. The British Museum explains that these spells were not just magic, they represented the core beliefs of the Egyptians about the afterlife. Imagine having to memorize a bunch of these incantations just to pass to the next level. Makes cramming for exams seem like a breeze. Fast forward to today. Archaeologists are still uncovering new secrets about the ancient Egyptian afterlife. In 2020, a bunch of sealed sarcophagi were unearthed in Saqqara, containing chapters from the Book of the Dead and papyrus scrolls. Dr. Zahi Hawass stated, "These discoveries are like opening a window into the past." National Geographic. Imagine spending millennia underground, only to have someone dig you up, read your diary, and post it on Instagram. Thanks, archaeology. Another recent discovery in Luxor revealed tomb walls covered with inscriptions of protective spells. Imagine ancient Egyptians saying, "Yeah, better carve those spells into the wall, just in case the gods can't read papyrus." Talk about covering your bases. And that's it for today's deep dive into the underworld. Hopefully you've learned a thing or two about staying out of trouble, because trust me, you do not want to end up as Amit's snack. If you enjoyed this journey through Egyptian mythology, please hit that like button, subscribe to Mythologies and Histories, and leave a comment below. Let us know if you think your heart would pass the feather test, or if you're already booking your one-way ticket to the field of reeds. Until next time, stay curious, stay out of trouble, and remember, don't double dip. It might just tip the scales.